Here's a quick progress report on the progress for the energy recovery ventilator that gets embedded in a wall. Here you can see a previous prototype. It's this part would go outside, so that's where the rain's going to come down and hit the exterior of the house, and then this part would be embedded in the wall. And on the inside there's a fan which can reverse direction. And on the inside you can see some straws in there. I'm probably going to get rid of the straws thing and we're going to 3D print that part. But the straws form what's called a regenerator. It's a type of heat exchanger where the airflow goes one way out of the house. It stores the heat energy. Suppose it's winter. Most of the heat energy gets transferred into the straws by conduction. And then it's going to reverse direction. The airflow comes into the house, the cold air, picks up heat from the straws, and the fresh air gets into the house. So you are flushing out the pollutants, you're getting rid of the smelly air, you're bringing in the fresh air, and you're doing it. The challenge is to do that in a way that captures a very large fraction of the heat energy, and also it has to be quiet. That's the other hardest part, actually. It's quite difficult to make a machine that is quiet. It also moves air at a reasonable speed. You can see that this machine here is not that quiet. This is just an early prototype with some very basic electronics. There's a fan in there. This thing here is a flow straightener. It straightens the airflow. Improves the airflow a lot. Stuff. You can't see the fan, but it's in there somewhere. Now the reason it makes a lot of noise is the electronics drive the fan motor in a way that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's just a cheap approach. Let's see if I have something to show the airflow. You can hear it moving, but see if I have a piece of tissue paper or something to show the air is flowing. I don't have anything handy right now. But we're using a Raspberry Pi Pico W in the future. Right now it's a Pico, but the Pico W has Wi-Fi functionality, and all it does is reverse direction periodically. So it is going in opposite directions. The next stage is to get better drive electronics for the motor. It's going to be, first of all, almost silent, and secondly it'll reverse direction faster, because that period there where it's not turned on or where it's accelerating, you're kind of you're losing time when you could be blowing air around, and that reduces your average ventilation rate, so that's not good stuff. Yeah, progress is being made. It's a lot slower than I'd like, but it's coming along.